Hi, welcome to Holy Spirit Church. Today we're going to be talking about seeking guidance and doing God's will with all costs. I'm going to be speaking from, a Joseph from Matthew. The strength of what we believe is measured on how much we are willing to suffer for our beliefs. Joseph was a man of strong belief. He was prepared to do what was right despite the pain he knew it would cause. But Joseph had another trait. He not only tried to do what was right, he also tried to do it in the right way. When Mary told Joseph and he heard about her pregnancy, Joseph knew the child was not his. His respect for Mary's character and the explanation she gave him, as well as her attitude toward the expected child, must have made it hard to think his bride did something wrong. Still, someone and was as the of a father, and it was mind blowing. Except the child was God. Joseph decided he had to break up the engagement, but he was determined to do it in a way that would not bring public shame to Mary. He intended to act with justice and love, and at that point, God sent a messenger to Joseph to confirm Mary's story so she can enter another way of obedience for Joseph to take Mary as his wife. Joseph obeyed God, married Mary, and honored her virginity until the baby was born. He did not know how long Joseph, and we don't know how long Joseph lived his role of Jesus' earthly father. He was glad to be his father, even if it wasn't in the way other fathers were. When Jesus was 12 years old, Joseph trained Jesus how to be a carpenter or a craftsman. He made sure Jesus had proper spiritual training in Nazareth and took the whole family on the year trip to Jerusalem for a Passover, which Jesus continued to observe during his adult years. Joseph knew Jesus was someone special. For the moment he heard the angel's words. His strong beliefs in the fact and his willingness to follow God's leading empowered him to be Jesus' earthly father. Joseph's strengths and accomplishments: he was a man of integrity. He was a descendant of King David. He was Jesus' legal earthly father. Joseph's strengths and accomplishments: he was a man of integrity. He was a descendant of King David. He was Jesus' legal and earthly father. He was a person and sensitive to God's guidance and willingness to do God's will. No matter what the consequences were. Lessons from his life are: God honors integrity and social opposition is of little importance when God leads to more guidance from Him. Feelings are not accurate measured of a rightness or wrongness of an action. And vital statistics he was from Nazareth, Bethlehem. Occupation, he was a carpenter. Relatives, wife Mary. Children they had were Jesus, James, Joses, Judas, Simon, and daughters. Comparisons: Herod the Great, John the Baptist, Simon, Anna. There were 3 steps in a Jewish marriage when Joseph and Mary were married. First, the family had to agree to marriage, agree to union, and the second, public announcement. In that time, having physical intimacy was not allowed unless they were engaged according to the Jewish law. Joseph had a chance to divorce her before the Jewish authorities could stone him. The reason why the virgin birth is important to Christian faith is because Jesus had to be free from sinful nature passed onto Adam, the father of the human race. Jesus was fully human yet fully God. Because Jesus lived as a man, we can know and he understands our struggles because he is God. He has the power and ability to save us from our sin and spiritual death. Joseph's actions reveal the qualities of his righteous and sensitivity, responsive to God, and self-discipline. The key verse is Matthew 1:19 through 20. When Joseph, her husband, being just a man and not wanting to make her a public example, was minded to put her away secretly, but while he thought about those things, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit.